Leave that doggy alone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I do not own any copyright to any sound that may be in this video. But I just made this video. Well, I just started this live to make this video. I lost a nail yesterday because we decided, I know y'all have, we told y'all we stopped eating out. We stopped eating fast food, right? And we limited our eating out. So far, it's probably been like once a month in the last 3 months. Charlie, go in the cage. Charlie. Charlie, go in the cage. Mikhail, why do you want him to go in the cage so bad? Leave him alone. 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 I was hoping he was gonna stop with his whining situation, but he really wants the dog to go away. Ooh. Okay. All right, y'all. So we have we're not on a diet. We're not on a diet. We are changing our how we eat. So we're not like on like a specific diet. We just decided to stop going out to fast food restaurants. So we haven't had like Wendy's, McDonald's, Burger King, none of that. We've only went out to a restaurant maybe 2 or 3 times. I did 3 times, him 2 times. And you know, just for occasion, Mother's Day, our anniversary, and I think it was like a just because. However, we used to get the instant oatmeal, like the box of the already pre-packaged oatmeal. And yesterday when I went to the store, because I was gonna like repurchase the box that we normally get him. We normally get the brown maple sugar for the baby. But I decided to go ahead and get this, the Quaker Oats, quick 1 minute oats or whatever. They had this or the old fashioned ones. I chose this one because the old fashioned ones are like thicker. All right, y'all, sorry about that. TV was getting a little too loud. So I got this and I went ahead and looked up the nutritional facts for the other one versus this one. So this one got, and I'm mainly looking at sugar, okay? We're not doing zero sugar. We're just reducing our sugars. So we're not counting carbs. We're just reducing the amount of sugar and the type of carbs that we eat. That's why I said we're not on a specific diet. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I cut my nails down, y'all. But this one, so we've been mainly like looking at the ingredients. What does the ingredients say? They say whole grain rolled oats. If you look at the other one, it says the oats plus sugar plus salt and plus like natural flavors. We recently switched to coconut sugar, the organic coconut sugar. This is the unrefined, clean and simple. With this one, look at the ingredients. It's organic coconut palm sugar. This has 7 grams of sugar. This have 1 gram of sugar, but it has 2 grams of fiber, so it cancels whatever little natural sugar is in here. So we're at 7 grams of sugar. Oh yeah, so this got 4 grams of sugar, so it cancels 2 of those out. 2 of those carry over to this one. This got 7 grams of sugar, so it cancels 2 of those out. So it's 5 grams of sugar so far for this mixture. And then I did get some cinnamon sugar. So this does actually have sugar in it. Where is... So it has sugar, cinnamon, and cinnamon oil. Right there. Sugar, cinnamon, cinnamon oil. And for the amount of sugar, grams is 4 grams of sugar. No fiber. So that's 4 grams of sugar plus the 5, that's 9 grams of sugar if we're using the actual serving size. So this say 1/4 of a teaspoon for serving size. This one says 2 teaspoons for serving size. So with all of that together, what I just said, that's 4, y'all, it's 9 o'clock, y'all. 4 grams of sugar plus the 5, that's 9 grams of sugar. And for toddlers, for children, depending on the amount of calories they are supposed to have in a day, you're supposed to consume less than 10% of the amount of calories in sugar. So for toddlers, they're not supposed to have more than 25 grams of sugar in a day. I just learned that today. Okay, I'm not trying to teach y'all nothing. I'm just sharing what I learned, so I could also have something to look back on to remember what I did. So I got this, and I got this. We made this, and I put too much oatmeal in here because normally, like the 1 package of oatmeal, he'll eat all of it. I put a little bit too much. I put 1/3 of a cup in here, which 1/4 of a cup would probably be just enough. And so I decided that I'm going to take my Ziploc bags. I'm going to take my little Ziploc bags, and I'm going to scoop out whatever it says serving size is 1/2 cup, but that's going to be too much for my baby. So that means if we're doing half of that, that means that's even way down. So it's going to be less than 9 grams of sugar total per serving. Anyhow, so I'm going to get some of this out, put it in here. Go ahead and add the 2 tablespoons of sugar of the coconut sugar, and then the 1/4 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons, 1/4 of a teaspoon. And I'm going to put it in here, and I'm going to put them all together in a bag. So then I could just pour it in the, pour it in the bowl, put the water, put it in the microwave for a minute, mix it up, add a little milk, and call it a day. You can also always add a little bit of agave nectar, but maybe not for kids. Like for adults, if you want it to be a little more sweet, you can also add that. And this only have organic blue agave. It says 1 tablespoon is 16 grams of sugar, so don't use too much of that. But if you really need that taste of sugar, it could work without actually having the actual sugar. And also, if you read the back of this, it says that it's 1 to 1. So whatever you would use for your actual amount of sugar, you would use the same amount for this. Only difference is this is low glycemic. So this is hypoglycemic. So it's good for people who have, issues with hyperglycemia, like too high of a sugar. This is good to make sure that it don't get too high. Yes. What do you want to say? Here. All right. Now get down. You get down. Side note, I know this is not a part of this, but I have put, when I bought the green onion from the store, look how tall they got. This was about this height. This is 3 days. Look how tall it done grew. These were the same. I used them to cook with yesterday, and they're already starting to grow back out. So do not throw your green onions away. You can just sit them in a jar with some water. Make sure you refresh the water every few days, and it will just keep growing, and that's kind of cool. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pre-portion these out. We got Ziploc bags. This one's already open. And like I said, I did 1/3. I think we're gonna do 1/4 of a cup, which I need to find. I need to find my 1/4 of a cup measuring cup. My 1/4 measuring cup. Just slide in there. This must be a half. That is a half. Yeah, it is what it is. I'll keep it at 1/3. Cause I can't find the I can't find my 1/4 of a cup, so we're just gonna keep it at 1/3. Let me open some of these up. The reason, son, you better utilize your resources. Step on the other one. He trying to use the step stool. You gonna help me? Okay. But the reason I'm doing this is because if I leave them like this, they just gonna stay in this container, and I'm not even gonna dig it out because it's gonna cause too much mixing and all of that stuff for me to do, too much for my brain. So it's easier for me to go ahead and just pre-portion it out, so I don't have to worry about all of the extra stuff when my brain is not ready for that. You'd be surprised the amount of things that have iron in them for adults, for babies, and all of that stuff. So that's why you just gotta make sure you pray over your food, because to be honest, where we at, you never know what's in your food. So never know. So this gonna make a lot of bags. And these, I got these buy one get one free. That's the only reason I got 2 of these, because it was buy one get one free. Okay, Charlie, hold on. So I guess I won't make all of them, because that's probably gonna be too many bags. This will at least last me a week or 2. No, baby. No, you can't have that. You want this? Okay. You want that? Okay. So a week or 2 because he do not eat oatmeal every single day. We alternate between eggs, pancakes, and the oatmeal. So we got 1/4 of a cup there. We're gonna go ahead and drop that in there. I mean 1/4 of a teaspoon. Oh my gosh, y'all. Bubba, what are you doing? What are you doing? I thought you was gonna help me. And like I said, this was our version of our health journey. Eventually, we may get to a point where we, stop eating certain carbs or whatever, but we're just not at that place yet. So we're gonna go at our own pace. I don't have the tablespoon. My kids, I'm sure, got to be throwing my dishes away. That's why I be missing spoons and forks and all kind of stuff. I probably only got 3 of these spoons. 3 of the little tiny ones when I bought a whole set. But that's neither here nor there. I'm gonna do half a tablespoon. Alexa, how many grams is half a tablespoon?
According to an Alexa Answers configurator, half a tablespoon is about 7.4 grams.
Okay. And say 7.4 grams, so that's close to what we need anyways. What are you trying to get? This? Here. Here. If y'all wondering what I'm doing, y'all are free to rewind a little bit as I just broke down like the sugar components of this portion. But basically what I'm doing is I am pre-sectioning out this oatmeal, this instant oatmeal. This doesn't have like any added like flavors or anything like that. And I just added some coconut sugar and a little bit of cinnamon sugar. So we're gonna close those up. And to be honest with y'all, I never followed the measurement on the back of the package that they give. Like they say, I think it used to be like 3/4 of a cup or something like that. I just put water to cover the oats and just enough that it's a little more than covered. So then when I warm it in the microwave for a minute, it's fine, and you can always add more. But I normally add some milk to his oatmeal, just a little bit. So that's why I don't put too much water. No. Thank you. Thank you. Gotta make sure they close, y'all. But yes, so this is one of our alternatives to buying prepackaged oatmeal. We're gonna make our own packages of oatmeal. We already went and got some unbleached flour. We're having trouble finding unbleached bread. So I might have to take a little page out of my mama's book and figure out how to make a loaf of bread. So that might be the next video y'all end up getting, is me trying to figure out how to make a loaf of bread, because we go through loaves of bread between these kids making peanut butter jelly sandwiches and us having chili cheese dogs and toast, stuff like that. It's probably one of the other things. Good morning, baby. One of the other things that we got to try and make sure that we find a healthier alternative. And healthy is not defined by what everybody else do. It's by what is going to make you feel better. Okay? Because we can say that we're on a diet all day long, but Lord knows, the past few weeks I haven't had any soda. Am I right or am I wrong, Zay? Because this my food police. We used to call him food police when he was a little kid, but he keeps us on our toes when it comes to that. He told me a few weeks ago, he said, why don't you just drink the soda on the weekend? Right? And I said, I'm gonna work on that. And ever since then, maybe it was only like a few days later, I had drunk some soda. Memorial Day, we tried to try a different type of soda. So when was Memorial Day? 2 weeks ago? I don't know. Maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago Memorial Day was. I haven't had. What happened? You tried to get down off of the stool. Do we gotta make you a kitchen stool? Let me see. Is it better? Is it better? All done? You wanna get down? Okay. And then also the other thing after that is going to be cereal, which the only reason we have cereal is because I do get WIC. And with WIC, you can do the buy one get one free. If the store offers a buy one get one free option, you could buy a WIC item and get a non-WIC item for free. So that is the only reason we have cereal right now. The kids don't really eat cereal every day anyways, because we went a big amount of time without buying cereal or having cereal at all. And which he's using the wrong milk right now. We told them if they have cereal, they have to use the oat milk, which is close. It's pretty close to regular milk, but that's that. So we got 1, 2, 3, I'm rambling, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we got 10 packages for a box of 8. I think it's like $3 at the store, but it's already pre-made, pre-packaged, and all of that stuff. You don't even really know what's in it. At least with this, I feel a little bit more secure that I know what I'm putting in my baby's body. So and if anyone feels differently, you have that right to feel the way that you feel. I just have to put this disclaimer out there because I just want people to know that I really don't care. I really don't. I only care about what I'm doing and what I'm trying to do. And when I get to the point where I'm ready to care about the other stuff, then I do. I never discredit someone for telling me something that I may not have wanted to listen to at first, but that happens. But that's where we're at with it.
Mom, yeah, I read 15 yesterday, right, Mom?
Yes.
So
You
then
said you stopped at
55.
yeah.
So that means I should be at 70 now.
No, I thought you said you stopped at 60.
I went down 5.
Do you remember what you read? So we're gonna toss those in there. Write oatmeal as best as I can. Roll it up and put it in our pantry. And tomorrow or the day after that, if you want some oatmeal, that's what we're gonna do.
I got a cut. I love you. Hold on, give me a kiss. No.
No.
Love you. Love you. No, we got nothing out right now. Dad, I gotta work. Love you.
So that is that for this specific video. I didn't do a hair update, but we're not gonna do that here in the kitchen. I need to move these green onions, which I think I'm gonna put them in some soil coming shortly, being that they are starting to grow back a little bit. And let me see what else. Well, I haven't had any soda. I have not had any Starbucks. I have still been eating candy here and there. I have still been eating like little sweet stuff here and there. I've been trying to make cookies, homemade cookies. I made them with the coconut sugar, so they only have 1 cup of sugar in the whole batch, of actual sugar in the whole batch, so it's less sugar, but I've been binging on those as well. So I'm still in my process. I'm still trying to get myself to a point of self-control when it comes to this. But the biggest thing for me is for almost 6 months now, 5 or 6 months, I have not had any Red Bull. I work with people who drink Red Bull every day, all day, every day. I don't crave it. I don't want it. Because I remember how bad it made my stomach feel, like the cramps it would give my stomach. It's been maybe 2 or 3 weeks of no soda, and I've just been trying to drink a little bit more water. I honestly prefer spring water over purified water because purified water makes me feel like a sponge. Like I drink it, but it doesn't really even do anything for me. What else? I think that's it. I think that's it for the update. Oh, we stopped doing parboiled rice and long grain rice, white rice. So we do the jasmine rice now. And you see the ingredient, only jasmine. So we're trying to avoid things that have like the additional like thiamine, riboflavor, niacin, and all of that stuff. Like all of that is added vitamins and things like that. It's not something that originally comes with those things, so that's something to keep in mind as well. I would say we started to get the idea of this stuff from a creator named Jabez Invest. I think that's his name. It's a guy, he got dreads, and he wears glasses. He basically lost like however many pounds, starting just changing the stuff that he normally eat on a day basis, changing, you know, changing the things, like just checking the ingredients and making sure it's not like so many ingredients in it. And I know that with this, eventually it's going to help me cross that over into my cosmetology, like, you know, with me doing hair and stuff like that, because there's a lot of products that we use that have a lot of ingredients, and some of the ingredients we don't know what it really means and what it is really used for. I know from when I was making my own stuff that some things are emulsifiers, some things are used. What an emulsifier is something that can help blend two things that are not meant to blend, like oil and water. What an emulsifier does is it allows it to mix and to like stay mixed up instead of separating. And then there's also like silicones and things like that. And what the silicones does is it helps coat the hair to make it feel whatever. So tangent there, but eventually it will cross over to my hair stuff. I've been thinking of possibly starting back to do my when I did like the body scrubs and the shea butter, body butter, body oil, stuff like that. I've been thinking about starting back doing that. I don't know. We just gonna see how that goes. I would love if, like with the oils and stuff, if I can make it with herbs from my garden. So one step at a time. We gotta get my garden going, growing, glowing, and then we can eventually work on crossing that over into something else. But I just been trying to figure out what I'm doing alongside my everyday day-to-day, you know. Yeah, just putting my family first and trying to get our health in order. Go where? You're not going outside right now. It's wet outside and Dada's working, so it's dirty. It's dirty. Yeah, it's dirty. Yeah, it's dirty. Yeah. It's okay. You wanna go draw? You wanna go draw on the paper? No? I really want to take him to the playground, but the only problem with that is my car might not crank back up to come back home. So, and my husband is using his truck to work out of, his van. What are you looking for? Wee! 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 Alright, y'all. I gotta go clean his play area up, and then we probably gonna figure something out. But that was the last place that needed to get straightened up. Y'all see he got I told y'all, he be taking my utensils and be having them all over the place. And then I gotta put them back in the sink so his brother can wash them. Every day. Every day. And now he know how to use these step stools. He done started carrying them around the house, setting them up so he can try and do what he want to do. You're gonna get down. You're gonna get down. Here. You look like you need a new butt. Let's go.